Hello, friends, colleagues. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen. There is a delay. I will wait for your answer. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Carl, thank you. Seems like everything works fine. So let's begin. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Alexander. I am Stripo support manager. I would like also to say a couple of words about our company. Our company registered in the USA, but the whole our team located in Ukraine. We are always open to different suggestions. So if you have any proposals or suggestions, please write to us, to our support. Let me type the name of our email box here. support@Stripo email. Okay, so if you have any suggestions, please write to us by this email, or you can write to us directly to this chat. We will consider your proposals, and if it will possible, we will try to add such a feature to our editor in our future releases. Okay, a couple of words about our today webinar. Today we will make up an email. As an example, we will use this template that has been created in our editor. Basically, we will use just our built-in tools, our basic blocks, but we will add a couple of custom design to recreate the same design as we can see in this email. And also we will use AMP blocks accordion and carousel to recreate these elements. So let's begin. Let's create a new email. I propose to use empty template since we are going to recreate the design from scratch. In the beginning, we always propose to configure appearance menu when you create a new email or template. Here you can designate different preferences. What we need to designate in our case, I'm going to use developer's tools to check different sizes and preferences of this template. To get there, you should click F12 at your button, and you will see this panel. And I'm going to use this tool to check sizes and preferences different elements. So as you can see, there have been used headings in this email. So for headings H2 we have 22 pixels font size, and there has been used Roboto font. So we can configure these preferences in our appearance menu to simplify the process of the email creation. Okay, so the font we can designate here, Roboto. As the headings H2 we can designate here. And what else? Maybe some other elements. I don't see at the moment, so we can back to them in a case if we will face other headings or other elements. Okay, we have the same background color, the gray one. So we can begin to add new blocks. At the top of the email, we have a structure with one text block. So to recreate this design, we can use a structure with one text block. And I think we can just copy paste this text element here. We should set background for this structure as a gray. and we should align this text element by right, or we can use this control. Let me check the paddings for the structure. We have 10 pixels from bottom and from the top, and 20 pixels by sides. So let's repeat them here. And we can move to the next element, which is this image. We can get the link to this image here and just put it to the standard image block. The height of this image is 132 for this, so we can just repeat it here. And paddings 10 and 20 as for the previous block. To recreate the next element, we should use the banner block. We can find it here and just drop it and remove the second container. We haven't paddings for this block here, and I prepared the link for images to save a bit of time, and I can just add it to our editor. And the second one. To add additional picture over the background one, you can use this control and put here a link. If you want to upload an image to our editor, to storage of our editor, you can use this option, but in this case this image has already been uploaded to our editor, so I choose just leave as an external link option. Okay, I see something with cache. Let me try again. I will try to add an image again, since it doesn't work properly. Yes, I think I should reload the cache on this page and on this one as well. So it will take a bit of a time. Sorry for the delay, but at the moment it doesn't work properly. When we're waiting, I would like to say a couple of words about our price plans. So in this menu, change subscription, you can find the description of our price plans. Please be advised that we have just 3 price plans for our editor. In general, they differ just by number of exports. So for the free one, you will have just 4 export monthly. For the business price plan, you will have 300 exports. And for the agency, you won't have any limitations on a number of exports. More details you can find in this menu. Okay. The page is ready. I think something happened with our banner block, as it doesn't work properly at the moment. Okay, so as an option, we can recreate the same design via empty structure, set this image as a background. So it's just a workaround. Let me show you. We can set this image here. We can use image and text blocks over it. And we can put here our text. I will copy this one block to add the next part of a text. As you can see, we have 2 lines of a text, and we have an image below these text blocks. Something happened with our storage, maybe. Okay. As it doesn't work properly, I can't add an image at the moment. Okay, so I propose to use maybe another image just to show you how it can work. And I think we should check the worker of our services which are responsible for the work of images for our part. Sorry for the inconvenience. So in this email we have an image with approximately 300 or maybe less width. Let me check again, maybe something changed. No, it still doesn't work. Give me a couple of seconds, please. Okay, I redirected this situation to our developers to consider, and I hope they will they will correct this issue as soon as possible. Okay, at the moment I was going to show you how we can recreate the same design without the banner block. So we can use a spacer block, we can put it here, we can stretch it as much as we want. So let me show a couple of structures from behind. So we can do it this way, and we can configure our text this way. Let me check the preferences. 32 open sans. Okay. And we have the bold font here. This one we also should designate as open sans and increase a bit the font size. Set it as a white and as a bold one. Okay, here we can align it, and this one as well. And we can use this spacer block here. And the second one here, this way. And we should have, of course, the corresponding image here, but unfortunately we haven't, as something happened with our storage. But I hope we will fix it soon, as I said. So this should look this way. Okay, let's move on. At the bottom of this block we have a text block, a new structure. Actually, let me say a couple of words about our storage for images. So by default, all images that you will upload to our editor will be saved in our Stripo storage. But in a case if something happened with our storage, or in a case if you want to configure your own storages, we have 3 other options, and you can configure them. For it, you should use our instructions that you can find here. So if you're going to use your own storage, please choose one of this option: Amazon storage, Microsoft Azure storage, or your custom server to keep your images. Okay, so let's move on and let's recreate this text element. So we can just designate this element as a heading, and we will have the necessary preferences as we already set them in the appearance menu, if you remember here. For paddings, we have 25 from the top. Okay, let's repeat them here, and 10 from the bottom. Is it right? Yes. And also we have background color custom here. So I'm going to use color picker to find out the necessary color. To get there, we should click by any preferences of color in the code of the email, and we should use this tool, color picker. Okay, I think I should change placement of this element to get it work properly. Okay, it works now. Here we can get this color, and we can put it here. Okay. Let's return this panel back. From the bottom, we have a structure with 2 containers. Each containers contain image and 3 text blocks, I believe. So let's add an image and 3 text block here. I'm going to. Okay, so it seems like our image storage works properly now. Let me check it. If we can change the image here, and if we can create the banner block. This way, and I should of course add the background image, and I should put over. Okay, hooray, it works. So now you'll see how you can recreate the same design 2 different ways. So we should remove these paddings, and to add a text over a banner block, we should use these preferences, and we should put here the text. So maybe I'm not going to spend your valuable time on that, so I will show that quickly, because we already recreated this design. So you should put here 2 text elements, align them as you want, and you will get the same design as we get via the background preferences for a structure with a few spacers blocks, with a few text blocks and image over the background one. I would like to pay your attention that unfortunately Outlook services doesn't support background images, so if you're going to use this kind of design, you won't see the background image there. So if you're going to use Outlook, or your recipients often use Outlook to get emails, we would like to recommend you use the banner block and create your design this way. Okay, something happened with this text. Okay, let me change a bit the preferences of it. And check it again. Okay, so we recreated this design this way. So I'm going to remove this one to simplify our email. Okay, let's move on. We should designate the background color for the structure. We should add the necessary text here. Here and the last one. To use the same color, we can use these preferences and set it here. Remove underlining, align the text by its center, and we should set for the container the white background. Also, as far as I can see, there has been used border radius 8 pixels, so we can repeat it here. And I think we should check the paddings for the structure, 20 from sides and from the top. So we have the sign, but we haven't from the bottom. And we should check the paddings for other elements, 5 from the top, 10, 10, and 10. Okay. And 10 for this one. What about font size? We have 14 pixels. It's actually the same that we have here. And we can now just copy this container to recreate the same container from the right. And we can just change this image here. This way. Okay, let's move on. Here we have also a structure with 2 containers. So let's align them and let's add an image here and the text in 2 text blocks. So we have heading 2, I believe, here. Okay, because we copy paste the text out of the external source, we added a few extra tags for this element, and I propose to recreate that again this way. And as you can see, we will simplify our code and remove extra tags for this element. Now we should align that and set as heading 2, and I think the bold one. Okay, and now we should check the size of this container, 300. To change the size, we can use these preferences, and here we can change sizes for elements via these buttons, or we can designate the necessary a number just in this field. Okay, let me check the size of this image. And I think there has been used the spacer block with 55 height. So we can activate a dynamic option and stretch this element as we want. Via this preferences we can change the background, and we should check paddings 2020-10. Okay, 10 from the bottom. Okay, and now we can move to the custom design. As you can create these rounded corners via our built-in tools, but you can use the code editor and recreate this design via HTML code. So let's check the preferences of this image. So we have border radius here, and if you want, you can type all these styles yourself, or you can just copy paste it to the necessary place via semicolon. Yep, I think this is it. Now we can just copy this structure, and let me show a little trick. So we can add an empty container. We can move the content of the first container here, and then remove this container. And now we get the same design. And we can align the size of containers as we have it here, and just change this image. So please let me know if any questions will appear, or if you have any questions at the moment. The members of our team will try to answer them in the YouTube chat, or if it will necessary, I will try to answer them myself. So please don't hesitate, write to us if you want to clarify or specify something. Please feel free to do so. Okay, so the next structure, we have 2 text blocks and 20 paddings for the structure. So we can add just the content of this text block, just copy paste it here. And this one. Oh, sorry. This way. Align. This one we should set as a heading 2 and as a bold one. And now we can add, I believe there is 5 pixels paddings from the bottom for this block. and of course we should set the background for the structure. Okay, so the next structure includes two AMP elements, accordion and carousel. So let's try to recreate this design. Let me take a sip a bit of tea. So to add a carousel we should use this block, and to add an accordion from the bottom we should use these blocks. As you can see, these blocks have this mark M blocks, so you can differ them from other elements of an email. Okay, so now I should just add the links to these images this way, and I should find the second one in the code of the email. I believe I should use this one, this way. Yes, now we have two different images. Okay, and I'm going to copy paste this code to the accordion block here, and I'm going to use the same color, the same blue color for the background here, and we should change the preferences and font size for these elements. Maybe, let me check, 16 Roboto. Okay, we should reduce a bit the font size, and we should okay, there has been used H3 heading, and we can set it as a bold one in the appearance menu of our email. So now let's move further and add a few text blocks. So I think we should add 1, 2, 3, 4 text blocks and one button. So the button has the same color. It doesn't have the border, so we can turn off this control. I think we should adjust the button to width and reduce rounding. So let me check the preferences for the button. Border radius 5 pixels. Okay, so let's set it here. Okay, I think we have the necessary button, and now we should copy paste a text here, this way, this way, and the last one. Okay. Something happened with this text. I think we should remove this part here, and I think it will be better to remove this, yes, this way, to remove this pet text. Now we can move to the padding preferences. We have 5 510, 510, 510, 510. Okay, so let's repeat them. Five and 10 here. And for the button, we already has 10, 10, 15. 15 from the button. Okay. Okay, I think we have not exactly. We should deactivate this control to recreate the same design. Okay, now we have the same design, and we can just copy paste this element. I mean, just drag and drop it here via this slide aside menu. I hope everything is clear, so please let us know if you have any questions. So we can also change the images for this block this way, and the next one. This way. Okay, so now we recreated the same design and can move to the next element, which is just a text block in the separate structure. So we can just copy the previous text block with the structure, remove the extra text block, and add the necessary text via copy paste. Now we can just check preferences for paddings. Okay, I think we have the next element, and actually this one is quite similar to the previous, so we can try to copy this one and just a bit align it and adjust some elements. So we have other images for the carousel block. Let's just change them. Well, I think we have the same image here, and we have other images for this block. So I'm going to just change them. This one and this one. This way. Okay, and actually we don't have the accordion block from the bottom, but we have just text blocks with buttons. So I'm going to and actually I forgot, I believe, change the background color for these containers. And we can just remove the accordion block and just move the text blocks outside of this block this way. Sorry, not this way. So we can use this button to change the disposal of this element. Oh, sorry, I believe that. Okay, yes, I think I did it wrong. So I put all this blocks within the same accordion block. So I'm going to correct it, and I'm going to drag and drop these text blocks out of the button structure this way. And we have a button as well. Okay, now we should change color for this container, and we will have, I hope, the necessary design, and we can just put here a text out of our example to, actually we have the same, almost the same text here, 80 pixels that we can configure at the top panel here. And let me check, so we have also 5 and 10 pixels for this block's padding, so we already have all these preferences. Now we can just copy paste these elements to the right container this way. Okay, I hope we finished this structure. Actually, no, we should change paddings a bit, so we can add 20 pixels from the button, and we can recreate the same structure. Oh, sorry, I messed up a bit. We don't need to have this element here. Here we should create a button, almost the full width of the email. So I'm going to add, sorry, not here. I'm going to add button color, turn off border, and adjust the button to width. And as far as I remember, we have 5 pixels border radius for the button. 10 and 20 pixels. Uh, 10 from the top and from the bottom, and 20 pixels from the left and from the side. This way. And now we can just add the background color for this structure. And I think we should reduce a bit the width of this button. This way. View more, we should change the name of the button here. And what about font size 16 pixels for this button? And for these buttons, I also, sorry, I forgot to set the right name. See more, of course, not the button. So we can quickly change it via drag and drop and remove all buttons. Okay. So let's move on. and recreate last elements of this email, I believe. So here we have just a news, and here we have a big structure with two containers with image to text block and the button block. So we can add an image, add two text blocks and the button block. And now we can just copy paste the link for this image this way. And of course we should add the text. Actually, we don't need to align it. We can just change font size. And this one. 80 for the heading and 13 for the button one. For the button we should use see more name, and I think we can copy paste this arrow, and we can change the color just out of our basic preferences now, because the color has been saved within preferences of this email. What about size of this button? Let me check. We have 120. So we can just change the border radius, and we should change the background. I believe that we should use the white color, and the the blue one for the text, and we should add a border from all sides. I believe 1 pixels. Yes. And now we have the same button, maybe with a bit smaller font preferences. 16. Yes. Okay. And now we should check the paddings for these elements, as we did previously. 515 and 1010. Okay. And here as well. And I believe that we have for the button already the necessary preferences. Now we can add the background color preferences, and we can add the white background for the container. And I think we can just drag and drop these elements a few times. We should change images, of course, and for these elements as well. And the last one. Okay, and I think we should create a bit of a distance between these containers. For it, I'm going to use, as always, the spacer block, set it as a dynamic, and I think we should use the same color for the spacer block, this one. So we have 20 pixels here, yes, and here as well. So I believe we recreated this design, and we can move to the next element. Right after we will configure our paddings from the bottom here. Okay. In the next structure, we also have a bit of a custom design. So we have 2 text blocks. And we have a background image. So I will get the link for this image out of here and put it as a background here. Now I should add the text. I think this text has been set as a heading 2. Let me check. Yes, it does, but it has a bit different preferences for the font size. And let's add the next one. Okay, we can align this text this way, and we can check preferences 14 pixels. We already have them. So let's move to the custom element. So via our built-in tools, you can recreate this design with 2 images next to each other, right under the blocks. So you should use 2 containers typically, but we are going to just copy the code of this block and repeat it right under the previous via the code editor. For the blocks above, we should, I believe, use call span this way, and for this tag. And now we can just copy paste links to recreate images that will look like a button. So, and for the next one. Okay, now we should just check sizes. 111 for both images, and for this one. I believe we should align them by left and by right. And now we can move to padding preferences. So we have 20 padding, 20 pixels paddings all around the structure. We have 5 pixels and 10 pixels for this block. So we can just add 15 here. We have 10 and 15 for the next text block. And now we should add the paddings for these buttons. 15, 15, 5, 0. Okay. From the top 15, from the right 15 and 0 and 5 from the bottom. And for the next button we have almost the same preferences, but a bit differ. From the top 15 and from the left and from the bottom 5. Okay, I believe this is it. We recreated this custom design in general via our built-in tools, but we added a bit of a custom design via the code editor. And now we can move to the last element. For it we should add one more container. We can equalize it here, and we can just copy paste text. And to recreate this element with social medias, we should use the corresponding block that you can find here, and we can just drag and drop it here and configure the list of the social medias. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Okay, Facebook, Twitter, and the last one. I think we should a bit increase, yes, 10 pixels distance between our icons, and we can change their design via this drop-down menu. Of course, for each social media we should designate our links, but we just recreate design, so you can use these fields to fill in your links. Okay, so I think we should also add paddings, 10 from the top and 20 from all other sides. Yes, I think this is correct. And also I think we should align to the right of this block. Okay, I think this is it about email design. So now it's very important to note that you should check your email before send it, because for AMP emails have been set strict rules of use. These rules have been set by Google, and if you want to correct these errors that you can find in our built-in AMP validator, you won't see AMP elements, accordion and carousel blocks within your inbox. So please pay attention on these errors. To configure this, to correct these errors, we should click by them, and we can see short description of them. Missing URL for attribute href in tag A. So we can now move to the code editor to find this error and to fix it. So as you can see, we have empty href, which is disallowed for AMP emails, and of course we can remove them one by one, or we can designate the necessary link for them. But as I'm not going to designate all these 9 links, I'm going to use auto replacement and replace them on nothing this way. So let's recheck As you can see, we passed validation, and now the AMP elements should be displayed within your inboxes. So you can use preview menu to see how your email will look like, and to correct different elements. For example, we can turn off this control to correct the displaying of this image for the desktop version. Please be advised that since for AMP emails exist strict rules of use, these emails won't contain all possible styles that accessible for just classic HTML. So as you can see, a design a bit differ for AMP HTML and classic HTML. So please pay attention on it when you will make up your emails. So I believe this is it about a main theme of our today webinar. So if you have any questions, please write to the chat and I will try to answer them. Thank you. There is a delay, so I will wait for your questions. Okay, so I don't see any questions, so thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much that visited our webinar today. If you're interested, you can always find this webinar in our YouTube channel. We are going to do more webinars in the nearest future. So if you want to see them, if you want to find a lot of different useful video about the work of our editor, about different preferences, please visit our channel. You know how to find it. So thank you very much for your time. Bye. See you soon.